morning, all of you. I am your geography sir with you. Welcome back to Geography Online class. In last class, we are going to discuss the introduction and some part of some things of the lesson hydrological cycle. So today also we are going to continue that class. Okay. So today topic is the components of hydrological cycle. Okay. So there are six main components of hydrological cycle. So many main components means six main components of hydrological cycle. Okay. So the first one is the evapotranspiration, and next one is condensation, and next one is precipitation, and next one is infiltration and percolation and runoff. Okay, so these are the six main components of hydrological cycle. Okay, so what is the first one? That evapotranspiration, condensation and precipitation and infiltration and percolation and runoff. Okay, so we will discuss the in one by one. Okay, the first one is evapotranspiration. So evapotranspiration means the combination of two process. The first one is uh, evaporation. Okay, so evapo means evaporation, and next one is transpiration. Okay, yeah. So these are the two process happen. Okay, so that is a combined for process. Okay, that is also called as a evapotranspiration. So that is a it is defined as a total loss of water from the earth through the evaporation from the surface of water bodies. Okay, so the evaporation that is happen in the seas and oceans and lakes and streams. So these are also called as a evaporation. That means that is a liquid state of water converted into the gaseous state. Okay, that is also called as a evaporation that is happen in the water bodies. Okay, so that is also called as a evaporation. Okay, so and next one is a transpiration. Transpiration that is happen in the plants. Okay, so water molecules also having in a plant, that water molecule also that is the liquid state converted or changed into the gaseous form. Okay, so that is also called as a transpiration. So that is a transpiration from the vegetation in the crabbed area. Okay, so in the crabbed area means that is the cultivable land areas both also having there. Okay, so for the example in lakes, streams and oceans, those also having there, and next the plants also having there. Okay, so that is evaporation. That means that that state of liquid changes into the gaseous that is happen in both. Okay, the lakes, streams also and plants also. Okay, so that is a combined process that is also called as the evapotranspiration. Okay, so we are clear that the evapotranspiration, that is a first one cycle. Okay, shall we move to the next one? Okay, so the first one is evaporation. The evaporation refers to the process in which the liquid from the water changes into the gaseous form. Okay, so that is also called as a evaporation. That's water bodies at 100 degrees Celsius. That is means 212 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so that is Fahrenheit. That water is boils. Okay, if heat water 100 degrees Celsius means that is the condition of water is a boils. Okay, so at the time that the changes. Okay, that means that the gaseous state in changes into the gaseous, that the liquid state changes into the gaseous, that is rapidly happened there. Okay, okay, so that is a boils. Okay, that is the stage. Okay, converted into that the gaseous is much more. Okay, so that is a boil state. Okay, and that is 0 degree Celsius also. Okay, so that is means 32 degree Fahrenheit. That is the process also. Okay, so happen. So what is happen means that is the gas liquid from the gaseous, that is also happen in the 0 degree Celsius also. Okay, so what is the difference between 100 degree Celsius? Okay, so and after that the 0 degree Celsius means the process of, okay, a gaseous change that is happen in a very slow manner. Okay, so in 0 degree Celsius, but 100 degree Celsius means the liquid form of water changes into gaseous, that is happen in a rapidly. Okay, okay students, that the water boils at the time the liquid form of water changes into gaseous form, that is happen in a very rapidly. Okay, at 100 degrees Celsius of water. Okay, so but so 0 degrees Celsius means the liquid form of water changes into gaseous form, that is a very slowly happen there. But so that is a 0 degree Celsius also the water changes into, that means that the solid state of liquid state of water changes into gaseous form, that is also happen. Okay, so shall we move to the next? The process takes place very slowly. Okay, so and after that the temperature is a prime element. Okay, so next the temperature is a very prime element affect the rate of evaporation. Okay, so the temperature is increase means that is means evaporation, that is process also increasing having that. But the temperature is very low means that is a place of evaporation, that process slowly having there. Okay, next the positive relationship between these two variables. Okay, so that means uh, what are the two variables? That is the evaporation and after that the temperature. Okay, so these are the positive relationship between these two variables, the areal extent of surface water and wind and atmospheric pressure. Okay, so that is the surface water and wind. Next atmospheric humidity. Okay, so these are the variables, other variables affected the rate of evaporation. Okay, so here that is that determining factors of evaporations are, the first one is okay, temperature. Okay, so what is the first one? Temperature. And next one is uh, surface water, wind, and atmospheric humidity. And so these are the, okay, so these are the variables. Okay, variables means these are the factors. Okay, variables means factors. These are the factors determined by the evaporation. Okay, so next one, the many studies reveals that the ocean seas. Okay, so lakes, rivers provided 90 percentage. How much percentage means 90 percentage of evaporation takes place in the ocean, seas, lakes and rivers. Okay, so and after that 10 percentage, remaining 10 percentage of evaporation are also, okay, so in the atmosphere, that means in plants. Okay, so 90 percentage of evaporation take places in ocean, seas and lakes, rivers, and 10 percentage of evaporation, that means transpiration, that is happening in plants. Okay, next and global scale, the amount of water gets the evaporate is about the same amount of water, okay, delivered to the earth as a precipitation. Okay, so at the global level, so water got evaporated. So how much? Okay, so water are evaporated means this much of water. Okay, so that is a again comes again to that the land surface, that means so how much water are evaporate means that much of rainfall. Okay, so that means precipitation are also happen there. Okay, so at the global wide. And next the process varies geographically as the evaporation is more over the ocean than the precipitation. So in the evaporation process, that is much more happen in a ocean. Okay, so that is a place much more evaporate. Okay, so also having that, but so in the oceans and seas, that is a place less precipitation only having there, but the landforms. Okay, so that is the land precipitation exceedingly, that means morely having there. Okay, yeah, but the evaporation of land is lessly having there. Okay, so next so the while the over the land the precipitation routinely exceed evaporation, so the rate of evaporation is low during the periods of calm winds. Okay, so the first uh, okay, so the water evaporate, so that is the same amount of precipitation that is also having there. Okay, yeah, same amount. Next uh, the evaporation. Okay, so that is the ocean, then the precipitation. Okay, so the evaporation is more prevalent over the ocean, but the precipitation so over the land. Okay, precipitation much in the land, not in a ocean. Next so the rate of evaporation. Okay, so next one is so the rate of uh, evaporation, so during the period of calm wind. Okay, so and during the windy time. Okay, so that the calm wind means so that is a evaporation is low. Okay, but the windy time. Okay, so that time the evaporation is much morely having the air. Okay, so that the water bodies during the windy water vapor driven away the replace of dry air. Okay, so that is very important, the dry air, so which is that that time so much more evaporate also having there. Okay, so dry air means during that the summer time, that means that is a heat air. Okay, so that air, okay, so causes a much more evaporation. Okay, shall we move to the next one topic? Okay, the rate of evaporation increases with. Okay, so and when the time the evaporation increases, the increase in wind speed. Okay, wind speed that is increasingly having means that is evaporation also increase. Okay, so next one is the temperature is increase means that is evaporation also increase. The decrease in humidity means that is a moisture holding in soil and plants. Okay, so that is also called as a humidity. So that is a humidity decreases means so that is evaporation is decrease. Okay, so that is a decrease in humidity. Decrease in humidity means that is a evaporation process that is a goingly is in high. Okay, so humidity high means that is the evaporation is lessly having there. Next so increasing in aerial extent on surface water bodies. Okay, so extent of surface water means that is the evaporation rate also. Okay, increasingly having there. Next one is next one topic is transpiration. Okay, transpiration is refer to that the process by which the water content the plant released into the atmosphere in the form of water vapor. Okay, so the water vapor that is released by the plant means that is also called as a transpiration. Okay, so much of the water taken of the plant is released through the transpiration. Okay, so the plants also taking up water. So the water on the land surface means that is a land surface through the roots the plant absorb the water, and so that is okay, so all the parts of plants also that is the water molecules having there. So and after that the return back to. Okay, so on the atmosphere, that is the process is also called as a transpiration. Okay, the rate of transpiration is also affected by the temperature, wind and humidity. Okay, and next the soil water content and the ability of the soil contacted water to the roots and the nature of plant pots, including the barks, leaves, is also determine the transpiration rate. In case of agriculture, the crop characteristics, its environment and cultivation practice also affected the transpiration process. Okay, so the environment and cultivation practice, that is also determined, okay, by the transpiration process. Okay, thank you, students. uh, Today we are going to discuss the only one topic. Okay, so that is components of hydrological cycle. So we are discussed so there is a lot of the components having there, nearly 6 components having there: evaporation and condensation, precipitation, infiltration and percolation and runoff. So today we are going to only one subtopic, the transpiration. Okay, evapotranspiration. The evapotranspiration. Okay, so first one, what is means by the evapotranspiration? That means evaporation and transpiration, that is a combined word, that is a evapotranspiration. Next one we want to discuss the what is means by the evaporation and what is means by the okay, transpiration. Okay, shall we next class we move to the another okay, so components of the hydrological cycle also we will discuss the uh, so students, I hope these all the topics we are clear. So if you have any doubt means ask immediately. Thanks for watching. Thank you one and all.